Financial analyst Eze Onyekbere says Africa must find a way to be self-dependent rather than relying on world powers to save its economy. Onyekbere was reacting to a statement by Chinese President Xi Jinping at the opening ceremony of the G20 summit. Jinping had called for G20 members to forge closer ties with Africa. He also pledged that China would continue to support the continent's industrialization drive. But Onyekbere says the continent must not wait for the G20 to act, but find ways to develop itself.
I want to make it clear that nobody will develop Africa. Nobody will develop Nigeria except Nigerians or Africans. Development is a people's work in progress. It is not done by outsiders, because the interest of the outsider, whether it's Chinese or American, is about his own national interests, national economic interests, national security interests, not necessarily your interests. So these ideas are not something we should jump at when they say that the Chinese want to facilitate development in Africa. Rather, the Chinese are saying indirectly that they want to facilitate more jobs in their countries. They want to facilitate more outlay for their goods and services that are manufacturing in China. They want to facilitate the ascendancy of the economy and it becoming one of the most dominant economies in the world. So I don't want to believe anybody is a Father Christmas who is simply doing good. And for the Africans and Nigerians particularly to understand that what we need to build is a Nigerian economy for Nigerians in Nigeria and in the diaspora. And the people who are going to build it are Nigerians who will have the key national interests at heart. So, like I said, on the surface, it sounds good, but deep down, nobody is going to develop Nigeria. A little bit patronizing, if you may ask me, but at the same time, that's the language of international economic politics. So like I'm saying, we need to think critically and clearly of any offer that we get and interrogate whether it will help us in the long term to build sustainability in terms of building local capacities, building local jobs, and building local content, and our ability to retain a good measure of the resources we have, particularly when we are spending on capital projects within our country, our companies, our personnel, using public procurement to generate jobs, to generate economic growth, rather than having an outward bound system where the retention capacity of economies is so low that for every contract, big contract you award, it ends up in either in Europe, America, or Asia. So that's what we should be looking at in the short, medium to the long run.